Cultural influences of Baroque by Christopher Ramirez.
and Jennifer Turrubiartes. Influences in fashion. Similar to Baroque architecture, fashion during this period was also flashy and dramatic. There was a use of silk, velvet, and brocade for clothing which emphasized wealth, social status, and power. The use of dramatic shapes such as wide skirts and corsets for a cinched hourglass shape for women and tailored coats for men. The use of extravagant and bold colors in clothing and accessories such as a deep red, emerald green, and more. Intricate and detailed patterns in embroidery or lace designs used in both fashion and art.
Dynamic contrasts and complex textures were used by famous Baroque composers like Bach and Handel, as were dramatic lighting and grand designs of Baroque buildings such as the Palace of Versailles. Bach's counterpoint and Handel's dramatic contrasts are evocative of the dramatic, highly elaborate structures of the time, where tension and depth were prime considerations. Aside from contrast, ornamentations were also used, like trills, slurs, grace notes, etc. These ornamentations are characteristics of Baroque architecture, where all surface areas are filled with decorative features which provide emotions to the building, whether it is in music or in the detailing of a building's design.
Film and theater. Practice of intense lighting and shadow would help create a better visual and could create deeper emotions through screen and in theater. Exclusively in film, lighting was used to highlight actors. Both film and theater used dramatic expressions and gave emotional performances. Genres included tragedy, horror, opera, drama, and more. The use of movement throughout films, such as panning landscapes and overall camera movement, allowed for more dramatic and expressive scenes. In theater, the stage set and design were heavily detailed with an extravagant backdrop. Stages focused on perspective to give viewers an immersive experience. Costume sets in theater were dramatic and also followed fashion trends of the Baroque period. Some examples include the Seventh Seal and the Conformist.
Urban planning. Urban planning. Baroque urban planning emphasized open plazas and public spaces, which create visual effects that enhance a person's experience. Baroque perspective is also planned carefully by designing the movement towards key monuments such as churches, monuments, or squares. A famous example of Baroque urban planning would be St. Peter's Basilica, which was redeveloped by Gian Lorenzo Bernini.